Mother Teresa was one of the most kind and loving people in the world. She helped the poor, the sick, and the dying. Many people knew her as a woman who gave her life to help others. She did not want money or fame. She only wanted to love and serve. Mother Teresa was born in 1910 in a place called Skopje, which is now in North Macedonia. Her real name was Agnes Gonksa Bojaxiou. She was kind and helpful even when she was a child. She loved to pray and go to church. When she was just 18 years old, she left her home to become a nun. She joined a group called the Sisters of Loreto and went to India to teach. In India, she saw many people who were poor and sick. They had no homes, no food, and no care. Mother Teresa wanted to help them. She believed that every person is special and loved by God. So, she left her job as a teacher and started to work in the streets of Kolkata. She gave food to the hungry and care to the sick. She even cleaned the wounds of people no one wanted to touch. She started a group called the Missionaries of Charity. This group had one goal: to help the poorest of the poor. More and more people joined her. They opened homes for the dying, for children without parents, and for people who were alone. Her work grew all over the world. Mother Teresa was small and quiet, but her heart was very big. She was brave and strong. She worked hard every day, even when she was sick or tired. People everywhere started to know her. She won many awards, including the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. But she never wanted praise. She always said, "I am just a small pencil in the hand of God." She taught people that love is the most important thing in the world. She said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." Her life showed this message again and again. Mother Teresa passed away in 1997. But her work did not stop. Her group still helps people in need. In 2016, the Catholic Church made her a saint. Now, she is called Saint Teresa of Kolkata. Many students, teachers, and leaders still learn from her life. She is an example of how one person can change the world. She showed that we do not need to be rich or famous to help others. We only need to care. This video will tell the story of Mother Teresa's life. It will show how she lived, what she believed, and how she helped millions of people. Her story is full of love, hope, and kindness. It will inspire you to be a better person and to make a difference in the world. Chapter 1: Early Life and Calling. Mother Teresa was born on August 26, 1910. Her birth name was Agnes Gonksa Bojaxiou. She was born in Skopje, a city that is now in North Macedonia. Her family was Albanian and Catholic. She lived with her mother, father, brother, and sister. They were a happy and loving family. Her father was a businessman and her mother was a kind and religious woman. Her mother often helped the poor people in their city. She gave them food and clothes. Young Agnes saw this and learned to care for others. This helped her become kind and helpful from a very young age. When Agnes was only 8 years old, her father became sick and died. This was very sad for her and her family. After this, her mother worked very hard to take care of the children. Even though life was not easy, her mother always prayed and stayed strong. Agnes learned to be strong and full of faith like her mother. As she grew up, Agnes became more interested in religion. She loved going to church. She liked to pray and sing. She read about people who gave their lives to help others. These people were called missionaries. Agnes wanted to be like them. She wanted to help the poor and the sick. At the age of 12, Agnes felt a strong wish to become a nun. She believed that God was calling her to serve him. This feeling became stronger when she was 18 years old. She decided to leave her home and family to follow her dream. In 1928, she joined the Sisters of Loreto, a group of Catholic nuns. She went to Ireland to learn English and to begin her training. She took the name Sister Teresa in honor of Saint Teresa of Lisieux, who was also known for her love and service. After a few months, she was sent to India. She arrived in Kolkata, which was called Calcutta at that time. She started teaching in a girls' school. The school was for poor children, and she was happy to help. She taught them math, reading, and writing. She also taught them to be kind and to love God. But every day, she saw many people outside the school who were very poor and sick. They had no homes and no food. Her heart was full of pain when she saw them. She wanted to do more. She wanted to leave the school and help the people in the streets. One day, while she was traveling on a train, she felt a very strong call from God. She called it, the call within a call. She felt that God wanted her to leave her job as a teacher and live with the poor. She believed that her new mission was to serve the poorest of the poor. This was the beginning of a new path for Sister Teresa. She would now become Mother Teresa, the woman who changed the world with love and care. Chapter 2: Journey to India. Mother Teresa's journey to India was a big step in her life. It was the start of her great mission to help the poor. She was only 18 years old when she decided to leave her home. She wanted to become a nun and serve God by helping others. In 1928, she joined a group called the Sisters of Loreto. This group was part of the Catholic Church. They sent nuns to different countries to teach and help people. Mother Teresa first went to Ireland. She went to a place called Dublin to learn English. This was important because English was spoken in many places, including India. She stayed in Ireland for a short time. While she was there, she prayed, studied, and learned how to be a nun. She also chose the name, Sister Teresa. She picked this name in honor of Saint Therese of Lisieux, a French saint who was known for her kindness and love for God. After her training, Sister Teresa left Ireland and traveled to India by ship. The journey was long and not easy. She finally arrived in the city of Kolkata, which was called Calcutta at that time. It was a busy and crowded city in eastern India. When she got to Kolkata, everything was very different from her home. The weather was hot, the streets were full of people, and many people were poor. But Sister Teresa was not afraid. She was ready to do the work she came for. She began her new life in India by joining a convent in Kolkata. There, she started teaching at a girls' school called St. Mary's School. This school was for poor girls. Many of the girls did not have much, but Sister Teresa gave them love, care, and education. She taught them subjects like English, history, and math. She also taught them about kindness and faith. Sister Teresa lived in India as a teacher for many years. During this time, she learned the local language called Bengali. She also learned more about Indian culture and religion. She started to feel a deep love for the people of India, especially the poor and sick. While she was teaching, she often saw many people outside the school who were suffering. They had no homes, no food, and no one to care for them. Her heart felt sad. She wanted to do more than just teach in a classroom. She wanted to help the people on the streets. This feeling grew stronger over time. Sister Teresa prayed every day and asked God to guide her. One day, she felt something very special in her heart. She felt a new call from God to leave the convent and live among the poor. She believed that her mission was not just to teach, but to serve the poorest of the poor. This was the start of a new chapter in her life. Her journey to India was not just a trip to a new country. It was the beginning of her lifelong work to love, care, and serve the people who needed help the most. Chapter 3: Founding the Missionaries of Charity. Mother Teresa wanted to help the poorest people in the world. After many years of teaching in Kolkata, she felt that God was calling her to do more. She saw people on the streets who were very sick, very hungry, and very alone. No one was helping them. Her heart was full of love and pain. She decided to leave the school and go to the streets to help these people. In 1948, she received permission from the church to leave the convent. She changed from her nun's dress and wore a simple white cotton sari with a blue border. This was the kind of clothes poor Indian women wore. She wanted to live like the people she was helping. Mother Teresa had no money when she started. She had no big plan. But she had faith and love. She walked through the streets of Kolkata every day. She helped the sick. She gave food to the hungry. She talked to people who were alone. Slowly, people began to notice her work. Some young women wanted to help her. They left their jobs and families to work with Mother Teresa. They also wore the white sari with the blue border. They prayed, served, and lived with the poor. In 1950, Mother Teresa and these women started a new group. They called it the Missionaries of Charity. The Missionaries of Charity had a simple goal: to care for the poorest of the poor. They opened homes for people who were sick and dying. They gave food to hungry children. They cared for babies who were left on the streets. They helped people with diseases like leprosy and tuberculosis. Mother Teresa always said, "We must see God in every person." She believed that every life was important. She taught the sisters to smile, to listen, and to love. She told them to do small things with great love. The work of the Missionaries of Charity began to grow. More people joined from India and other countries. They opened new homes in many cities. People from around the world gave money, food, and medicine to help. Mother Teresa did not ask for anything, but people gave because they believed in her work. Even when things were hard, Mother Teresa did not give up. She prayed every day and trusted God. She once said, "If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one." Her message was simple, but powerful. By the end of her life, the Missionaries of Charity had many centers all over the world. They were helping the poor in Africa, Asia, Europe, and America. Mother Teresa started with nothing, just faith, love, and a strong heart. But her dream became real. She gave hope to the hopeless and showed the world what true love means. The Missionaries of Charity is her gift to the world. It still helps millions of people today. Chapter 4: Service to the Poor and Sick. Mother Teresa spent her life helping the poor and the sick. She believed that every person has value, no matter how poor, dirty, or sick they are. She saw love and beauty in every person, even in those who were dying in the streets. Every day, Mother Teresa walked through the streets of Kolkata. She looked for people who needed help. She picked up sick people from the road and carried them to her home. She gave them food, clean clothes, and a place to sleep. Most of all, she gave them love and care. Many people died in peace because of her kindness. In 1952, she opened her first home for the dying. She called it Nirmal Hriday, which means pure heart. It was a simple place where people could die with love and dignity. Before this, many poor people died alone in the streets. But in this home, they had someone to hold their hand and pray with them. Mother Teresa also opened homes for children. Some children were left by their parents because they were sick or disabled. She took them in, fed them, and gave them a safe place to live. Many children were adopted by families around the world. She gave these children a new life full of love and hope. She also worked with people who had leprosy. Leprosy is a skin disease that many people are afraid of. People with leprosy were often forced to live outside the city. Mother Teresa gave them medicine and food. She also gave them love and respect. She helped build homes and clinics for them so they could live with peace and safety. Mother Teresa and her sisters worked very hard. They had no big machines or special tools. They only used their hands and hearts. They washed wounds, fed the hungry, and cleaned dirty rooms. They did everything with love. Even when they were tired, they smiled and kept working. Many people did not understand why Mother Teresa helped the poor. They asked her, "Why do you do this?" She answered, "Because I see the face of God in them." For her, helping one person was more important than talking about big ideas. She believed that small acts of love can change the world. She once said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." This is what made her different. She never looked for big praise. She just wanted to serve. Her service was not only in India. She and her Missionaries of Charity went to many countries. They helped the poor in Africa, Latin America, Europe, and the United States. Wherever there was pain, they tried to bring peace and love. Mother Teresa's service to the poor and sick showed the power of kindness. She taught the world that everyone deserves love, care, and respect. Her work continues even today, and her message still touches millions of hearts. Chapter 5. Global Recognition and Awards. Mother Teresa's work touched people all over the world. She did not work for fame or money, but many people saw her love and kindness. They wanted to thank her for her service. Over the years, she received many awards and honors from different countries. People of all religions and cultures respected her. One of the most important awards Mother Teresa received was the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. This prize is given to people who help bring peace to the world. Mother Teresa was very happy, but she did not take the prize for herself. She accepted it for the poor people she loved and served. She said, "I am not worthy, but the poor are." She also asked that the money from the prize be used to help the poor. When she went to accept the Nobel Peace Prize in Norway, she wore her simple white sari with a blue border. She did not want a big party. She asked that the money for the party be given to feed the hungry. She gave a strong message of love and peace. She told the world that helping one person with love is more important than talking about big plans. In 1980, Mother Teresa received the Bharat Ratna, which is the highest award for a person in India. The Indian government gave her this honor for her great work in the country. Even though she was not born in India, she gave her heart and life to the Indian people. Many other awards followed. She was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom in the United States, one of the top awards in the country. She also received awards from the United Kingdom, the Philippines, and many other countries. Mother Teresa was invited to speak in front of kings, queens, presidents, and world leaders. But she always spoke in a simple way. She talked about love, family, and helping the poor. She asked people to smile more, love their neighbors, and take care of the ones who are suffering. Even though she was famous, Mother Teresa never changed her simple life. She lived in a small room. She owned very little. She ate simple food. She prayed every day and spent most of her time with the sick and the poor. Fame did not change her heart. People from all over the world came to meet her. Some came to work with her. Others came to give donations. But she always reminded them, "Do small things with great love." That was her message. Mother Teresa's many awards showed that the world saw the beauty of her work. But she never worked for prizes. She worked for love. She once said, "The reward of love is love." That was enough for her. Her awards and global respect showed how one person can make a big difference. She became a symbol of hope, peace, and love. And even after her death, her name continues to inspire people everywhere. Chapter 6. Challenges and Controversies. Mother Teresa is known for her love and kindness, but her journey was not always easy. She faced many challenges and some people even criticized her work. Still, she continued to serve the poor with faith and strength. One big challenge was lack of money. In the beginning, she had no money to buy food, medicine, or beds for the people she helped. She walked in the streets to collect rice and food from others. Sometimes, people gave her help, but other times they refused. She never gave up. She believed that God would provide what she needed. Another challenge was illness and tiredness. Mother Teresa worked long hours every day. She cared for many people who were sick. She cleaned their wounds and stayed with them when they were dying. It was hard work, and sometimes she became very tired. As she got older, she had health problems too. But she continued her mission, even in pain. She also faced difficult conditions in the streets of Kolkata. The heat, the dirt, and the number of people in need were overwhelming. Sometimes, she did not have enough space or help to care for everyone. Still, she did whatever she could. She believed that even helping one person was important. Not everyone agreed with Mother Teresa's way of helping. Some people said her homes for the dying were too simple. They said there were not enough doctors or modern medicines. Others said that people in her care should be sent to hospitals instead. But Mother Teresa believed that love, care, and dignity were more important than modern machines. She wanted the poor to feel loved in their final moments. Some people also questioned her beliefs and choices. Mother Teresa was a strong Catholic. She believed that life is a gift from God. Because of this, she spoke against things like abortion. Some people did not agree with her views, especially in countries where different beliefs were strong. Still, she spoke from her heart and stayed true to her faith. She was also criticized for accepting money from some leaders and people whose actions were not always good. Critics asked, "Why take money from them?" But Mother Teresa believed the money could help the poor. She did not ask where it came from. She only thought about how it could be used to serve others. Despite these controversies, many people still loved and respected her. She was honest about her own struggles. In some of her letters, she wrote that she sometimes felt alone or far from God. But she never stopped serving. These feelings made her more human, and people admired her even more. Mother Teresa's life was full of challenges, but she faced them with courage and faith. She showed that even when people criticize you, you can keep doing what is right. Her work was not perfect, but her heart was full of love. And that love touched millions around the world. Chapter 7. Spiritual Life and Beliefs. Mother Teresa's life was built on deep faith and strong spiritual beliefs. She believed that everything she did was for God. Her love for God helped her love the poor, the sick, and the lonely. Her faith was simple but very strong. Mother Teresa was a Catholic. She prayed every day, went to church, and read the Bible. She believed that Jesus lived in every person, especially in the poorest of the poor. She said, "When I touch the sick, I feel I am touching the body of Christ." For her, helping people was the same as serving God. She believed in the power of small things. She once said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." This belief guided her every day. She smiled at people, gave kind words, and held the hands of the dying. These were all small acts, but they were full of love and faith. Mother Teresa also believed in prayer. She began every day with prayer and quiet time. She taught her sisters to do the same. She said that prayer gives strength. Even when she was very busy, she made time to pray. She believed that prayer connects us to God and helps us show love to others. She also believed in sacrifice. She lived a very simple life. She owned very little, ate simple food, and wore only one kind of dress, a white sari with a blue border. She gave up comfort and riches to live with the poor. She said, "A life not lived for others is not a life." Mother Teresa was strong in her beliefs, even when others disagreed. She believed that life is a gift from God. Because of this, she spoke against abortion and other actions that hurt life. Some people did not agree with her, but she stayed true to what she believed was right. Even though she was strong in faith, she sometimes felt far from God. In her letters, she wrote that she had times of sadness and spiritual darkness. She felt lonely in her heart and could not feel God's presence. But she never gave up. She continued to pray, love, and serve. This showed her great courage and trust in God. Mother Teresa also believed in love without limits. She did not care about a person's religion, language, or skin color. She helped Hindus, Muslims, Christians, and people of no religion. She believed that every person is a child of God. She said, "Love is a fruit in season at all times." Her spiritual life gave her the strength to face pain, sickness, and criticism. She lived her beliefs every day, not just in words but in actions. Her simple, deep faith inspired many people around the world. Mother Teresa's spiritual life was the light behind her mission. She taught that we do not need to do big things to serve God. We just need to love others, especially the ones most in need. That is the true spirit of her faith. Chapter 8. Influence on the World. Mother Teresa was one of the most loved and respected people in the world. Her work and her message touched the hearts of millions. Even though she was a small woman with a quiet voice, her love and actions made a big difference. She showed the world how powerful kindness can be. She began her mission in the streets of Kolkata, helping the sick and the poor. But her work did not stay in one city. People from other parts of India and the world saw what she was doing. They wanted to learn from her and help too. Many people joined her group, the Missionaries of Charity. They opened homes and shelters in more and more countries. Soon, the Missionaries of Charity were working in many places: Africa, South America, Europe, and even the United States. Wherever there was hunger, sickness, or sadness, they went to help. Today, the Missionaries of Charity work in over 130 countries. They continue to serve the poor, the dying, and the unwanted. Mother Teresa influenced not only people who believed in her faith, but also people from all religions and backgrounds. She showed love to everyone, no matter their religion, race, or country. Leaders, kings, and presidents met her and listened to her words. She was invited to speak in many countries, and people always listened with respect. She was not afraid to speak the truth. She talked about peace, love, and caring for others. In 1985, she spoke at the United Nations in front of leaders from many countries. She said that love begins at home and that we should love the people around us first. Her words were simple, but full of meaning. Many young people were inspired by her life. They wanted to help others like she did. Some became doctors, teachers, or social workers. Others gave money or time to help the poor. Some even changed their lives completely to follow her example. Her life became a guide for people who wanted to make the world better. Her influence was also seen in schools, churches, and books. Many schools and streets were named after her. Children learned about her in classrooms. People around the world read books and watched films about her life. Her message of love became part of world history. Mother Teresa also reminded the world that small actions matter. She said, "If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one." Her simple way of helping made people think. It showed that anyone can help, no matter how rich or poor they are. Even after her death in 1997, her influence continues. Her work is still growing. People still remember her smile, her touch, and her words. She became a symbol of love, service, and peace. Mother Teresa showed the world that one person, with love and faith, can make a big difference. Her influence lives on in every kind act, every helping hand, and every heart that chooses to care. Chapter 9. Final Years and Passing. In her final years, Mother Teresa continued to serve the poor, even though her health was getting worse. She was getting old, and her body was weak, but her heart was still strong. She had many health problems, including heart trouble and breathing problems. She was in and out of hospitals several times, but she never stopped working for the people she loved. During these years, she also traveled to different countries. She visited her centers, met world leaders, and continued to share her message of love and peace. People were always happy to see her. They listened to her words and thanked her for her work. She gave hope to many, even when she was in pain. In 1990, Mother Teresa tried to step down from her work. She thought it was time for someone else to lead the Missionaries of Charity. But the sisters in her group voted for her to stay. They still needed her guidance and love. So, she continued, even though it was difficult. As time passed, her health became worse. In 1996, she was very sick. She had a heart attack and needed medical care. People around the world prayed for her. They sent letters and messages to show their love and support. Everyone knew that she had given her whole life to others. On September 5, 1997, Mother Teresa passed away in Kolkata. She was 87 years old. Her death was a sad moment for the whole world. People of all faiths and countries mourned her. They remembered her smile, her soft voice, and her strong hands that had helped so many. Her body was placed in a simple wooden coffin. Thousands of people came to see her and say goodbye. Rich and poor, young and old, stood in long lines to pay their respects. Her funeral was held with full honor. Even leaders from many countries came to say goodbye. After her death, her work did not stop. The missionaries of charity continued to care for the poor in many countries. Her spirit lived on in their hearts and hands. They remembered her lessons: to love, to serve, and to do small things with great love. In the years after her passing, people wanted her to be remembered in a special way. The Catholic Church began the process of making her a saint. In 2016, she was officially made a saint and given the title Saint Teresa of Kolkata. Mother Teresa's final years were full of love, faith, and courage. Even when she was weak, she stayed strong in her mission. Her passing was not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter. Her life continues to inspire people all over the world. Her story teaches us that true love means giving, even when it is hard. Her final years showed that kindness has no age, and service has no end. Mother Teresa lived with love and died with peace, leaving behind a world touched by her hands and heart. Chapter 10: Legacy and Canonization. Mother Teresa left behind a strong and beautiful legacy. Her life was full of love, care, and service. Even after her death in 1997, her work and her message continue to inspire people around the world. The group she started, the Missionaries of Charity, is still active today. It now has thousands of members working in over 130 countries. These sisters and brothers help the poor, the sick, the homeless, and those who feel alone. They continue to live by Mother Teresa's simple rule: do small things with great love. Mother Teresa's work was not just about food and shelter. She gave people hope and dignity. She helped people feel loved, even when they were very sick or dying. Many people say that her smile and touch were full of peace. Her way of helping others has become a model for people in many countries. Her legacy also lives in the hearts of young people. Many students learn about her in school. They read her quotes, write essays about her, and try to follow her example by helping others. Some students visit the homes of the poor to volunteer. Others start small groups in schools and colleges to collect food and clothes for people in need. Mother Teresa's life teaches that even one person can make a difference. People from different religions and cultures also remember her with great respect. She showed that love does not depend on language, religion, or money. She loved everyone equally. She once said, "I help a Hindu to become a better Hindu, a Muslim to become a better Muslim, and a Christian to become a better Christian." Her love crossed all boundaries. Because of her holy life, many people believed she was a saint even when she was alive. After her death, the Catholic Church began the process of canonization. This means declaring someone a saint. To become a saint, a person must have lived a holy life and helped others grow closer to God. Also, miracles must happen through their prayers. In 2003, she was declared Blessed Teresa of Kolkata by Pope John Paul II. This was the first step. Then, another miracle was studied and approved. Finally, on September 4, 2016, Pope Francis declared her a saint. She was given the name Saint Teresa of Kolkata. This happened in front of thousands of people in Vatican City. Saint Teresa's canonization was a big moment. It showed that her love and work were truly special in the eyes of the world and the Church. People everywhere celebrated her life and remembered her message of love. Today, her pictures and words are found in homes, schools, hospitals, and churches. Her legacy is one of kindness, faith, and service. She showed that helping one person with love can change the world. Mother Teresa is gone, but her spirit is still alive. She continues to shine as a light of hope for the poor and a role model for all. Her life reminds us that love is the greatest gift we can give. Vocabularies. 1. Mission, a special job or work someone does, often to help others. 2. Serve, to help or do work for someone. 3. Faith, strong belief in God or in something good. 4. Legacy, the good work or ideas someone leaves behind after they die. 5. Charity, giving help, like food or money, to people in need. 6. Respect, a feeling of honor or care for someone. 7. Canonization, The process in the Catholic Church to declare someone a saint. 8. Controversy. A topic that people do not agree on or argue about. 9. Inspire. To make someone feel they want to do something good. 10. Dignity. Being respected and valued, even when someone is poor or sick. Quiz questions. 1. What was Mother Teresa's real name at birth? 2. In which country did Mother Teresa begin her training as a nun? 3. What is the name of the group Mother Teresa started in 1950? 4. What was the name of the first home for the dying started by Mother Teresa? 5. Which international award did Mother Teresa receive in 1979? 6. What was one of the health challenges Mother Teresa faced in her later years? 7. What was the simple white and blue dress that Mother Teresa wore a symbol of? 8. In how many countries do the missionaries of charity serve today? 9. In which year did Mother Teresa pass away? 10. What new name was Mother Teresa given after her canonization? Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed learning with us. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps us grow and bring you more inspiring stories and easy English learning content. Do you have a topic you'd like us to cover in our next video? Maybe a famous person, an invention, or a country? Let us know in the comments or messages. We'd love to hear your ideas. You can find answers in the description. Thanks again, and keep learning with us. See you in the next video.